Man, this video is going to be about Pastor Bennet, what's going on with his conscience, some of the things between him and Dr. Mott and shit, you know, and some things I picked up on about the pastor and shit. I mean, I've given him a chance. That chance, I really don't like the pastor. I ain't going to lie to you, man. There's something about him, man. I don't like him. But my lip, I ain't got some kind of growth fungus shit going on. I mean, it's a long story, but I got busted in the mouth with a baseball. My son, man, it was all an accident and everything. He had to throw a strike all day, turn my head, and finally throws a perfect strike, and bam. It's the one time I won't really looking and paying attention for a second. It was on me. I said, goddamn idiot, and he started crying. He thought I was talking about him, and I was like, no, baby, I'm the fucking idiot. But then I turned around and figured out what he'd been doing wrong, and sometimes I'm a goddamn genius. So, hey, 50-50, I can live with that. But back to the pastor, man. Integrity, character, self-discipline, self-control. I can see right now that I can't be no part of this no more because none of y'all have that. And I stand on that first. No, you stand on the fact that that motherfucking Bible is what you really motherfucking comes first in your life. That's your God. God is not your God because Jesus don't exist. Yahweh don't exist. Those scriptures in there claim that he exists, and you believe those scriptures. So you're believing a book that has nothing. It's a simulacrum, man. Look up simulacrum, bud. That's what you are. It's a simulacrum. But anyway, to the real issue. You're always asserting that or assuming that or pointing the finger. But really, truly, nobody's really called you out of your name. But you did. You called Uncle Boy. You called Uncle Boy, man. You know what I mean? I do appreciate the fact and respect the fact that you apologized pretty quickly and all. But like Unc said, man, it was in your heart to start with. And that word boy for black people, to do that, you knew what you were like, boy, you know, about like Jabari when called him slow. You feel me? Like, man, fuck that shit, dude. Anyway, so you're the only one that's done anything like that. Let me tell you about language. A lot of times you really don't say a lot. You claim you get interrupted a lot by them, or they don't let you finish. It's because you never would finish if they didn't stop you from talking about nothing. Just talking about nothing. Rambling on and rambling on. Well, didn't let me get to my point. It's because you're never going to get there. Because there's no way to get there. There's no way to make that point you're trying to make because it's illogical. It's irrational. Blah, blah, blah. But anyway, body language, man, means a lot. Under your breath kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you what, I wish I could cut and do and I wish somebody, man, I don't have the computer shit. I don't have the shit to do it with, man. You know what I mean? I'm limited on that shit, man. But go and check his everything every time he's been on SAW, right? And having conversations and dialogue and building or debating, man. Check out the number of times, man. Check his body language out, man. You know what I mean? And like he ain't being seen. Like nobody can see what he's doing, man. I know if I'm talking to somebody, right, and they're right here in front of me. Now, I know they're on camera and everything, anybody right in front of him, but he is in front of them in a way because his depiction is, you know, but it's on the screen. Man, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And somebody trying to really explain something to him, and like really, you know, he needs to be listening and paying attention, and they're trying to teach him something at that moment because obviously they know something that he doesn't know. They know more about a topic than he does. Now, I know this. If I was a teacher in class trying to teach someone something, or a teaching moment, or try to bring some information to someone who may not be aware of it, whether they want to accept that information or not, it's up to them. But they at least need to be attentive in order to make that proper judgment, right? And can you imagine? And the kid over there in the corner and the desk with a little old rubber ball or something throwing it against the wall, catching it, or shaking his head. Imagine somebody in front of you, you try to explain something, even though we're on the screen, and everybody sees this. Unc sees it as he's trying to talk to him, and then mumbling, oh God, oh my God. Oh my God, here we go. Oh my God. And shit like that constantly, every time. You can't be listening. You might be hearing them. You might be hearing what's being said, but you just hear some noise. And if you would, because you've already heard something you didn't want to hear, so you shut it down and you're throwing the ball and you're slinging your body around and you're slumped over and you have no goddamn motherfucking, you know, like, man, I'd send that kid to the damn principal's office in a heartbeat. You know, but he does that, and you know, right then he's turning you off, dude, because he can't listen to it no more, because it's making too much goddamn logical sense. It's too rational for him, because well, it ain't too rational for him, but it's too rational for him if he's going to continue to hold to that book the way he holds to it. You know what I mean? To not be able to admit some things, you know, and he don't want to admit, because once he admits and once he gives ground there and admits to that, there's so much more ground that can be taken. You feel me? So then next he's got to get hit and it's bombarding him again. And he already gave this up. And now he's been bombarded again. Now he's got to start throwing some balls and doing some shit again, see? And if he goddamn actually listens and hears and gets there right, and he actually has to admit and acknowledge the fact of something, that's a fucking fact in history or whatever, you know? Or something bad, some contradictions in his Bible, or some actual archaeology, some finds or something that can't be refuted, some primary evidence. Oh, my God, if we're going to do this again, sorry, we ain't going to do this again. We ain't going to have to sit here and listen to some goddamn, actual goddamn truth. And we ain't got, he mumbles it, and his body language is terrible. Come on, Pastor, where's the self-discipline, the self-control, the integrity, the character, you know? Because you're not showing any. And just because you don't blurt, that's it. And a lot of things is, a lot of things is like condescending little shit you do. You know, little disingenuous, condescending shit. Like, okay, for instance, you come in with the debate with, or the bill with Dr. Ma'at. You know good and damn well you was trying to say and make the point that, yeah, this is what they were doing, but they wouldn't have been doing this if they hadn't have been a Christian. That's what the fuck you were saying. They would not have been doing those great things or trying to do those things, but what moved them to do that, you know, if not for the Christianity, they'd have just said, fuck them, and whatever. They'd have been goddamn it all, you know what I mean? It's like the Christianity is what made it happen for them, you know, is what gave them the strength, and to me, that's what it seemed like. I might be I ain't got a GED, so I ain't the brightest motherfucker in the world. But I do know this. I motherfucking listen to smart people. And I can comprehend. You know what I'm saying? And I have no ego. You know, I left that motherfucker at the door a long fucking time ago. I have self-esteem, but I have no ego. And my self-esteem comes from the fact I keep my word. I'm huge on integrity. And hey, Pastor, guess who motherfucking taught me that? And guess who my examples are for that? The actual living, live people that I actually can interact somewhat with. And that's a lot of the members, not everyone, but the majority of the members of the conscious community as far as the squads go, man. You know, Garfield, man, come on, don't you ever question that man's integrity, character, and shit like that, man. On some dumb shit, like, man, because he shows improvement. He's transparent. And don't, man, just because he's got time and cusses a little bit. Hey, man, I give a fuck what that man says. I care about what he does, and what and as far as caring about what he says, I do care about what he says because I don't want him to lie to me. But I can give a fuck how he says it, as long as what he says is truthful and keeps it a buck with me. You know what I mean? I'm just sick of you, man, trying to throw little things out there about these people that I look at as been an example of me and really helped change my life a little. I mean, it really has, man. I mean, I ain't never had a problem with black people. I grew up, man, in a situation where, where I live, man, it is, man, look, man, there are no other people like me. There are no other non-believers, man. They're either people that saved, lukewarm, back and forth, backsliding, or people who are just straight into their sin, but one day it's going to get right. They believe it, they just don't want to live it. And then people that live it 100, right? And it's fucking racist as fuck. Even though most of the not everyone's racist down here no more. You know that's not true, but it's still bad. And a lot of us kept in-house. You know, used to they come out the house with the hoods on. You know, well now we've made them wear their hoods in their house, and when they come outside they have to take them off. But I guarantee you, when they get home, they put them on. Goddamn it! White ones, not blue ones. Damn, I'm dropping a cigarette. But anyway, I live down here in that shit, man. You know, so I'm pretty outcast, you know. Some of my own choice, some of it pushed on. I mean, you know, even in my black friends, they're all Christian. I'm fucking Christian as hell. So, man, I mean, this community, man, these guys really truly, man, as far as interacting with people, man, that's pretty much all I got. So, and they're examples, and I try to use them examples, man, how to be. And so far, believe you me, man, polite I thought was, and there's a few other ones. You know, Shaka lost respect. Jabari fell off the wagon a little bit, you know, but Garfield and some of them ain't, right? And that you keep pointing the finger at them, dude. And I don't like that shit, dude, especially when you over there in the chair and you don't want to hear. You ain't paying attention. Because if I was teaching a class, first thing I'd say, sir, will you, Mr. Pastor, would you please sit up, sir, and pay attention in class? I mean, I understand that you can hear what I'm saying, but I'd like for you to pay attention, actually listen to what I'm saying, so maybe you can learn something today, sir. Would you please quit throwing the ball off the side of the wall? You're being a distraction. Come on, Pastor. And man, look, man, the proof is on all the videos that you're in. You don't really say nothing a whole lot, but it's always some mumbling under your breath. Oh my God. It's your body language is pathetic, dude. You have no self-control. You have no self-discipline. You know what I mean? You know, and that's the truth, man. So I'm just fucking sick of that shit. And now, as far as Dr. Murdoch, you picked the wrong one to lie on. You picked the wrong one to even goddamn come out. And you picked the wrong one to even be condescending and so you could go back like you do on your slides and say, no, my slide says this. I never said that. No, you didn't. But you insinuated it and in certain other ways and was disingenuous in your goddamn approach, knowing that you could always, if called out on your bullshit, could say technically, but we ain't talking technically. We're talking what you really was intending to goddamn do and the way you said certain things and set it all up, you piece of shit motherfucker, man. Yeah, man. You're a fucking piece of fucking shit, dude. They fucking with your money, dog. You thought you can get her and get you some clap chasing. You're going to get some goddamn people to recognize who you are. It's going to help your goddamn church. Huh? It's going to help your church. And you know there's believers in there. And they're going to keep believing no matter what's said. And if you can come in there and give just a little bit. If you can go in there and not get knocked the fuck out every time. And never get a jab in. Never get a punch in. Never slip a punch. When all the other ones can't do that. And have any kind of anybody, even the Christians, looking at them with any kind of respect, you know, like Black Jesus minister. Everybody is retarded. He's retarded, but sometimes you are able to, because you ain't stupid. And boom, and they gonna run to you, buddy. They love you, dog, because hey, man, yeah, he lost, but goddamn it, he went the distance. Feel me? When nobody else can, and you use that shit, you piece of shit, motherfucker, because of that right there. Yeah. And your daddy, I remember the story you told about your daddy, man, eating glass and he was figuring out people was killing him and he was having these dreams and visions and that made you believe. Your daddy was lying to everybody in that goddamn congregation. He had that shit set up and planned to look like that, to make it look like he was some type of big motherfucker and some type of prophet and was able to do the shit, and he figured it out and figured out they were doing it, he just didn't know who it was, and yes, they were putting it in there. That was all a goddamn lie, dog. I bet you on it. And I bet you there was people involved in it that let it go down that way that was getting paid. No different than the motherfucker that goddamn stands up and can walk at the goddamn the fucking tent revivals and shit. You know what I mean? And miraculous. And the whole goddamn time he in on the goddamn gig, dog. That's what your daddy was doing, bruh. And if you won't prove it, tell a little bit more of the story. I want to hear more of that story, Pastor. Because that could be wrong. That man really could have got, you know, that really could have a premonition. I don't believe it, though. I don't believe it. And I believe you so little, you just believe daddy, and fucked your goddamn head up. Your daddy fucked your goddamn head up. And you so goddamn indoctrinated, dude. You know? That you ain't gonna let go of this. And it's tax-free money, dude. There ain't nothing else you can go into, dude, if you give this up and make even close to the goddamn impact. Financially, huh? Tax-free money, too? You can't. That's why, bruh. Period, man. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. You might not convert nobody over and bring nobody with you, But the motherfuckers that are not going to change, you know, they might slide your way to average what you got. And the ones that you got was throwing 10s, now they throwing 20s. Because Pastor, this, did you see him get on that? Piece of shit motherfucker, dude. But you picked on the wrong one. Dr. Mott was the wrong one. Because you don't even know about the goddamn what she went through, dude, with Pharaoh, man. And what she went through, dude. And that dumb son of a bitch thought that to be a doctor meant you were a doctor, medical doctor. He didn't know there was doctors and all kinds of goddamn. You could be a doctor just about any goddamn subject like that, or any goddamn type of degree you can get. Fucking dumbass motherfucker, stupid. I don't mean to laugh at him, man, but goddamn. But that's really what he thought you could tell. And you know, she done. I mean, goddamn. But you don't know about none of that probably. You don't know anything about what she went through and how he really come in her character and called her a snitch. And she won't, man. She was, hey man, she was doing her fucking thing, dog. And she got caught. And she's actually the one that got told on, dude. You know what I mean? And look what she did. She's probably just trying to. She's probably just trying to hustle. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I guarantee you, every time somebody bought a fucking bag of weed, and I don't care how big the bag was, they probably got it, got what they paid for, you know, and probably got it better than they could anywhere else. That's why they went to her. No different than a motherfucker chooses Lowe's over Home Depot. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Yeah, exactly. Nobody get robbed there. She won't rob them. She might do it. She was doing a business that they claim was illegal because of the law, and it's just a moral issue. And it ain't even immoral, you know, to feed a fucking family and to get herself through school and all, you know. And I think what she'd been doing and all that really helped her when she went in front of that judge. And you know what? She's lucky, because you know she's black. Okay, you know, white kid would have probably goddamn it could have been. I just barely passing and got been in there, but she got a chance that she deserved, right? And she goddamn made good on it. She's the brightest motherfucker in the community. I've never seen her talk out of goddamn it. I've never seen her have to yell. I've never seen her scream. She's always been respectful, even when she didn't have to be. I've never seen her gloat. There's gonna be a part 2 to this. I'm running out of time, and I'm gonna go on because I can't find. I think Sonetta may have took it down, but the rebuttal to the rebuttal. I want to talk about your character and the way you were acting during that video.